Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a review about Because You'll Never Meet Me by Leah Thomas. I do not have the book, the actual physical book, because I read it on an ebook, but this is what it looks like. I hope there's no glares. Because You'll Never Meet Me by Leah Thomas. It's actually very interesting. I've never read a book like this. Basically, the story is about two teenage boys who live completely, not even close to each other, live, across the country, or not even across the country, they live across the freaking world from each other. One of the boys, his name is Ollie, who is from America, and then there's the other teenage boy whose name is Moritz, who's from Germany, and they're both, completely opposites from each other. So, Ollie is, he's allergic to electricity, so he can't be nowhere near electricity. So he lives basically in the woods with his mother. His father, I think, passed away when he was younger, and so he grew up in the woods with his mother, and this doctor helps him out so much and is kind of like a dad figure for him. And so he grows up, being I would say he's very smart because he reads a lot of books, a lot of literature type of stuff, very creative, and I feel like he has a lot of skills and different types of things. So he knows how to build stuff, like little airplanes, I guess you could say. But if it was me, I would not really care about that and not know how to. But he actually does. He does play outside since he lives in the middle of the woods. He plays outside and stuff. He gets kind of along with his mom, they do, but then kind of they don't, because eventually in the middle or in the ending, the mom actually is sick as well, and it's kind of hard for him. And Moritz is he's not blind, but he doesn't have eyes, so I guess it's just the eye socket that he has. And yeah, so he has this, what do you call that little monitor that's full of electricity and energy. So yeah, this little monitor that shows him where to go, and if there's people around him, or if he's gonna bump into something. And he uses the blind sticks. I don't know what you call them. I'm so sorry if I'm offending anyone, but I don't know what you call them. But he has one of those, even though he technically doesn't need it, because he was kind of a little guinea pig in this science facility, since his mother was a scientist. And he basically grew up in that little place, not little, it's like a little, yeah, like a place where they did all these tests on him, and he learned how to basically maneuver himself without needing his eyes. He literally doesn't even need the the little stick thing, I don't know what you call it, but that he doesn't need it, because he is freaking, I don't know what the hell he is, but he's a superhero. And he could see things from miles away, and he knows how to fight, and he knows how to he could see everything even though he doesn't have eyes, is what I'm trying to say. Goes to a public school, which Ollie doesn't. Ollie doesn't go to public school or anywhere at all, because as I said, he's allergic to electricity, so he doesn't know what that's like. So this doctor that I'm talking about, Dr. Allen something, I think, or I don't know if that's his name, but he actually knows both of them, and he has this great idea that both of them should find a pen pal to communicate with each other, because they're both sick kids, teenagers, and he thought that it would be a great idea to communicate with each other and see their differences and all this stuff. So Ollie takes this seriously, and he's always this happy go lucky guy. And since he can't use a computer or any of that sorts, he actually writes everything down. And the story is basically in that format of him, one chapter is Ollie talking about his week and how it went, and all that stuff, while Moritz could write and type and all that stuff. Each chapter is a letter. So one chapter is a letter he sends to Moritz, and the other chapter is the letter that Moritz sends to Ollie. The story, it's really good. You see in each chapter you see a lot about their backstories, and their first love, and it's really cute. And they like, you see how they connect besides being sick. So you see their way of connection and how they're actually really like, you know, have a lot in common. You know, the ending actually is sad for me. I thought it was sad, but you know, they both end up in a happy place and they're both happy at the end. You know, they're in a point in their lives where they're both actually very satisfied with themselves, because in the beginning they were just so like, they were trying to become happy, and you know, they weren't. I would say they were kind of depressed because of the way their lives are. They had no friends, so like they ended up being very good friends, and in the ending, you know, like it shows it. I rate the book 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, it was very, very good. I actually enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend it, just because I've never read anything about like stuff like this. I mean, I read Fall in the Stars, but that, you know, that's about cancer, and this is completely different. They do not die. And you know, it's not that type of sadness, but it's just the sadness of like, I wish I knew what happened to them, and like, you know, I'm happy they get to like do certain things they weren't able to do before they met. And you know, they both learn how to do things because they both encourage each other to do things, even though they end up getting mad at each other so much. But you know, they end up like encouraging each other, and it's satisfying to know. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me down below if you guys read this or not. Follow me on my Instagram. I got an Instagram. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.